That's nice.
Chat is disabled.
Chat is disabled, is it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bhushan sir, for that. Let me just on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and professionals, and achieve the career that will give the freedom that you desire. Type Y in the chat box. Right? Right? How many of you are super excited and super committed to be ready and become Python programmers plus data science professionals and achieve the career that will give the freedom that you desire? Type Y in the chat box. Right? Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bhushan sir, Sagar, everyone. Right? Amazing. Right? So it's a very, very happy evening to all of you. Those of who are here on multiple channels with me right now, because we're streaming right now on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and show me a thumbs up, right? If you're on the gallery view, let me just switch to gallery view. The gallery view is on the top, right? Whoever is, for whomever it is possible, just have your videos on, right? That will be really immersive. That's great. Amazing. Okay. So whatever we are trying to achieve, our goals in life, we have different kinds of goals. Now, today we will learn a little concept clarity of Python also, and we'll also do a simple exercise that we do with our community members. Now, Pixeltest, let me introduce a little about. We are a community of over 1,000 people. We have reached out up to like 87 million people, and we keep on increasing, keep on growing. So welcome. Now, let us just start and begin with this, right? I'm going to give you a very simple analogy before we get into the Python learning. Now, if at all, consider, like, do with me like this right now. Let me put on the gallery view. Okay, if you see now, your left hand is the point A and right hand is your point B, right? Now, this is you, and this is learning Python programming and becoming a data science professional. Now, if at all, consider this as a road. If you want to go from point A to point B, what is the best time to reach? What is the best time to start? Is it a peak hour where most of the traffic is there, or is it when there is very less traffic, right? So now, if you think it is, the peak hour, just press type 1, and if you think it is the, the non-peak hour, type 2 in the chat. Yes, thank you so much, Ali. Thank you, Radha. Thank you, Sagar. Thank you, Matin. Thank you, Dalver. Amazing, right? So why is that? Because we do not want traffic. Now, when we were trying to learn Python, this analogy, when you want to go from point A to point B, we do not want this traffic also, and this traffic is our negative feelings, doubts, emotions, frequencies, beliefs, and actions, right? So all the frequencies, okay? So now we do a very small exercise before we start. This is called the Ho'oponopono technique, which is very quick. We'll do it for 5 minutes and then we'll dive into our Python. This will help you release all the self-doubt, and all this has helped many of our community members, people who were not able to attract good jobs and all. They cleared this negativity by using Ho'oponopono technique, right? So it's a very simple one. Let me just share my screen and tell me the 4 phrases that we'll be using. Okay. Now, I'm just going to share my screen and show you Ho'oponopono technique. Okay, so we're heading towards images. Now you can see that the 4 statements of the Ho'oponopono are very simple. It is, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So this we are going to do for our own career, It's a very unique technique in combination with whatever you want to do. So this is promoted by many trainers, and it's going to help you very much. So I'm going to turn off my video while I'm going to just ensure that you do this exercise, and I would want you to close your eyes while we do this, and then we'll dive into our Python session. It's like a small Hawaiian prayer. Okay, great. So let's just do it. Let me just put up this music. Just let me know if you are able to hear my voice and also the background music, both. Yes, both my voice and background both, right? That is amazing, right? Great, thank you so much. And on the screen share, you're able to see a white background. Yes, great, amazing. Okay. So I would request you to close your eyes. This experience is very good when you close your eyes, and try to put all your distractions out. Try to be fully focused. Put your mobile on airplane. It's only for 5 minutes. If at all you have some disturbing environment, just tell for 5 minutes that you do not want any around. Right? In fact, if you have any kind of you can ask them. That's right. It's a very good exercise that anybody can do. Right? Okay. Right. Please close your eyes. Okay. During the exercise, I will take my name and you will have to take yours. Okay. I'm going to say Sakshi, and you're going to take your own name. And do not want this to be said inside in the mind. You have to say this out loud. Okay. Now you're going to talk to yourself. You are not going to. You're going to talk to your beautiful spirit, your energy. Now I would request you to put your hand on your heart. Okay, let's start. I am sorry for not taking care of me. I'm sorry for not taking care of me. I'm so sorry for disconnecting with Sakshi. Here you say your name. Right. So sorry that I left you alone. I am the one that judges you so much. I am the one that criticizes you so much. Please forgive me for underestimating you. Please forgive me for underestimating you. Forgive me for not believing in you. Thank you. I take my weakness for keeping me alive. Thank you for keeping me alive. Letting me have this beautiful experience of life. Thank you. From now on, it doesn't matter who doesn't love you. It doesn't matter who doesn't appreciate you. Because I promise, from now on, I love you. I am here, and I would never let you go again. Right? Now, give yourself a strong hug by crossing your hands over your shoulders. Not just a casual hug, give yourself a warm hug. Now you can open your eyes, but while you open your eyes, rub your hands together, get fast, and put all that energy on your face. Yes, and take a sip of water because you might be dehydrated. Water might help right now. Right. So just give me one word. How are you feeling Bhushan sir says, thank you. The one word, how it made you feel, right? One word. Ali says, awesome, relaxed, happy, cheerful. That's great. That's great. Like a baby. Oh, that's nice. Peaceful. Atin, thank you so much. Okay, I like that answer. Okay, awesome. Right now, I'm going to switch off my chat window. We're going to focus again. Now we are going to get into our Python syntax. Okay, so this technique has given magical results to people, many people, and people who said they were not getting a job for many, many months. They did not hope, this technique, and they started getting opportunities and all. Not just job, it also helps you in your health. It helps you in your finance, career, and money issues. HRCM, right? Okay, that's really nice. Let's get into our Python syntax. I'm going to share my screen. Great. So I hope everybody is able to see my screen right now. Okay, type Y if for yes in the chat box. You're able to see my screen. Okay, so we are going to pixeltests.com/blog. I'm going to paste this on the chat and say learn Python. Okay. Okay. Right. I hope most of you are on your desktop. Just in case if you're not, this is a time maybe you can use it to switch to your desktop. Okay. Even if it's on mobile, just ensure that you follow the instruction properly so you can understand it well. Okay, so where do we start from, right? We are starting from Python syntax, hello world, right? Now, hello world is the, a programmer's first love, the first sentence. Now we are going to see in Python, how are you going to print any statement onto the syntax, like onto the console, right? So on this link, you do not have to install any specific thing right now. You just have to go to this particular link and type in the statement that I'm going to tell you. Okay. Since we are going to say first the print statement, print, we're going to write print here, open parentheses, the brackets, and then we are going to open double quotes, and we are going to say hello world. Okay, so now once you do that and click on run, you'll see that the hello world statement got printed. Okay, so how many of you are from a non-coding background here, right? You never programmed earlier, right? Type yes, me, type me in the chat box. Ali says me, Martin says not me, not IT, me, okay. Bhushan says me. 3122 Yamuna says me. Shah, wow, okay. So how does it feel like, how many of you are able to follow this instruction? This you understood this one single statement that we have did right now on this link? How many are able to follow? If you are able to follow, just type 1 in the chat box. Ali says why 1, Bijit says 1, Matyan, Shah. It's really nice. Okay, many of you are following. Yamuna is following. So congratulations, everyone. So you have written your first line of Python programming. So how hard this was, right? Were you able to, did you think that coding is tough? It is something complex, but this is the first line. This is the first step. How did you feel? How do you feel about, coding the first time? You can type yes in the chat box. Why? How do you, if you're feeling like you achieved something, the first statement, you've taken the first step. Thank you, Bishan. Thank you, Momin. Thank you, Singri. That's really nice. Amazing, right? So we'll continue along. I'm making sure that you're understanding it well. Okay. Now this is the first statement we have done. Now we are going to, Abhijit says, good, it's easy programming language ever. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abhijit. So this is the hello world statement. Now what we have done here is we have used something called a string. Now I'm going to introduce strings. So now what is going to happen here is whatever you put between these double quotes is a string. A string is nothing but a collection of characters. Like if at all I'm going to say SACHI, all these characters are going to make this string. Now Sachi is a string. Okay. So now what I'm going to print is hello world, and I'm going to say Python is easy. Okay. I'm going to run it. Now you can see that the second time the program ran and it says hello world, Python is easy. Okay. Now what we are trying to do currently is we are going to concatenate two strings. We are going to join two strings. So this is your first operator that you're learning. We're going to say print, and in the parentheses, double this brackets, you're going to write your first string, hello world, and then you're going to use a plus symbol, and then double quotes again. Then you're going to copy any other statement, right? We're going to use Python is easy here. I'm going to run it. Now you can see that hello world, Python is easy got printed here. Okay, so now this is one of the operators that use often. This is used for clubbing both strings. Now you can see that we have added a space and just come up here. Okay, now this is about strings, and a few errors that you might make is you might not have a double quote in one place. Like you might, let's make it simple. You're not put up a quote somewhere. When you run it, you'll run into errors. So these are common errors that you will do, right? So always ensure these red statements on the right side are like your friends. They are errors. They're going to tell you what is the mistake, right? You don't have to get scared about the program is not run or something. It's going to tell you it's run, okay? We're going from the beginning because I've seen that many people are from the non-coding background. Now, yes, these are a few errors that people make. You can go on to the Pixeltests blog. Some people are asking, where can I find notes? You can go on to the blog later. So let me first currently focus on what we are learning right now. Okay. Right. So I hope everybody understood the strings portion of it, the collection of characters part. If you have understood strings, type yes in the chat box. Thanks, Matan. Thanks, Ali. Thanks, Abhijay. Thanks, Shah. Thanks, Mayor. Thanks, Yamuna. Great. So now we're going to learn a little about variables. Okay. Now, what is a variable? Now, anything that you are going to share and anything that you're going to say is going to be stored in a variable, as a word called variable. So I'm going to show it here. Now, you might have known pi. What is the value of pi? You can put it on the chat box. You might have heard 3.14 Abhijay, right? Martin says name, location, memory, old value, right? Nice, 22 by 7, right? Great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this value 3.14, this numeric to this pi, right? So now here pi is variable. Now I'm going to print in parentheses, I'm going to put up pi this variable. What it is going to do is it's going to print 3.14. Now we can use this many times and we can change it. Like somebody said 3.145, if I'm going to update the value of the variable, wherever it is used, it gets updated, right? So now it changed and it printed 3.145, right? Thank you, Martin, for the long, pi string. Okay, now we're using this another small thing. You can see this asterisk symbol hash. Now, when you put this against or before the statement, that is called commenting. That line is not going to be compiled by the programmer. Now you can see that here, hello world, Python is easy, it's still getting printed. I'm just commenting it by using this hash and I'm going to run it. Okay, so now here it only printed 3.14, right? So these were previous statements. Now, these are variables, and we'll see a small exercise of variables, like how we can use these variables. Okay, We'll do a little arithmetic also in this, a little calculation. Now, we are going to say days in a week, okay? Days in a week is a variable that we have defined. Now, when you put equal to, and before, on the left-hand side is called the variable name. Now, I'm going to write 2 plus 5. Let's just say, Yamuna says, can't see your screen. Yes. Yeah, so what I would want to do is I want to bring in somebody from the session, so somebody who is parallelly able to do it. Okay. Let me go to gallery mode. Some, I guess, Matin, you are able to run the program parallelly. Can you share your experience? How is, were you able to do it? You can unmute and speak. Need volunteers. We have a good amount of people here. Yeah, somebody who can just quickly share an experience, share their experience of how they are feeling right now, and then we'll continue. Amazing. Matin, yeah, you're sharing this on chat. Can you just unmute and share your experience? Yes. A issue with the mic. Yamuna, I think the screen is visible. Let's continue. Right. Okay. Now let's come back to the exercise. Now we have just defined a variable, which is days in a week. And we said 2 plus 5. Now what this is going to do is it is going to first work on the right hand side. 2 plus 5, little arithmetic is done here, and this value is stored in this variable. Okay. Great. So now I would want you to be prepared. Like, I'm going to do this exercise. People who are able to follow me, you would have to share your experience. How was it for you? Were you able to understand it not? Because feedback helps, right? Not just me, and it helps everybody else also, right? That's awesome. Now we say days in a week. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to print parentheses, say days in a week. Okay. If I print this, it has printed 7. So it has, did the sum of 2 plus 5. Now what we are going to do, we're going to say weeks in a year. Say the weeks in a year is 52. Now I'm just going to do something days in a year. Okay. So I'm going to multiply these two variables. I don't have to multiply the values. Days in a week into weeks in a year is days in a year, right? Amazing. So now if I don't print it, it's like asking, do the calculation in your mind. When I print it, the Python, the console is going to put it out, right? Okay. So ensure that you do this parallelly along with me. Okay, so I'm going to print days in a year. Okay, let's comment out 5. I'm just going to run it. It says 364 approximate, right? So now we have did a little arithmetic, okay, while we were using Python programming. So how many of you are able to understand till now? Type U in the chat box. Thanks, Ali. Thanks, Vishan. Thanks, Parnita. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Abhijit. Got it. Amazing. Great. So any of you'd want to unmute and share your experience, what you want to, how was it? Was it your first program? Did you have a little background earlier? Ali, Parnita, Vishan. Yeah, go ahead. So it's like that. Like one person starts, you have to take the mic now. Grace. That's amazing. Guys, like, okay, if somebody has a query, when you use command print, is it necessary to write in double quotes? So there are two, we have Python 2.0 and Python 3. It's not necessary every time, but depends upon the compiler that you are using. So here we are using putting double quotes in this particular compiler. Great, thanks, Shah. Okay, let's. So this is the the first part of it. I would want someone to. Do we need to skip lines between every coding lines? Okay, so we do not. Just for making it easy to read and all, we have just added that space. It's not essential. Python is only going to see wherever there is a function call or a print or anything like that. It is going to run that. You don't have to skip any lines between the code lines. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to answer your questions. But I would want first somebody to unmute and speak, and then I would want somebody to come on camera. That's essential, because right now you can see that there are a few people in the room. Somebody comes up, somebody from a non-coding background is going to give a little motivation to others also. Right? This is very essential. This is part of the session. So Bhushan, would you be comfortable coming, unmuting, and asking the same question?
Yeah, I just want to ask how to comment all the lines in one shot. Actually, your session is quite good, sir. But for newcomers, it might be quite a little fast. Actually, I guess I'm not sure, but I'm not.
Understood. So thank you so much, Bhushan, for the feedback. And how is your experience? Is this first time for you?
Yeah, this is first time for me, and I'm literally enjoying this session. And the best thing about this session that it's a 7 days only.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. And do you be comfortable sharing the same feedback on camera for everyone to get? So we are going to see each other for some time.
Right? Not possible right now.
Okay, thank you so much. We value that. And somebody has to get prepared. Somebody is preparing right now to come on camera. So I'm happy for that. Okay, Bhushan. So if you want to comment more lines, we are going to cover this in our next sessions also, right? So, okay, but let me see if we are able to do it right now. Now, if you see, if you put 3 double quotes at once, right? 3 double quotes instead of 2 double quotes. Now, this is going to comment those lines. Right now, I'm just going to comment. I'm going to put these here. I'm just going to run. You see that, this printed all together, but you can see that it will comment. So this is called multi-line commenting. We'll also cover that in our coming sessions, right?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's great. Yeah, Shah. Yes, that works. Yeah, thanks, Krishna. Amazing. Okay, so this is the first day, and because we have said that this is going to be a smaller, session between the small, we'll just try to keep it short. Let me just check with everyone. So how many would want to continue going forward, or is it good for day one? Yes. Yes, Shah says let's go forward. Yes, I'm looking for answer from Jay. Looking for, yeah, good for day one for me at least, Bhushan. Okay. So we're coming mixed reactions. Okay, move forward. Okay, let's get going. It's really nice. Yeah, so we'll just cover one or few more topics and we'll just go ahead. Okay. Now, okay, we have covered commenting, right? Now we have also covered this updating variables. It's not very tough. That's simple. Now, if I'm going to say weeks in a year, if I'm going to say 51, the output is going to change. So updating variables is also simple. Let's see what all is there in updating variables. Okay, so we'll do a very quick exercise here. Okay, there's a small code challenge. In this, I'm going to show you a small trick how to update variables. Now, many times what happens is, like, for example, if you have to calculate tax of a number like 18% GST. Somebody says that when you go to a restaurant, they say 5% GST. Now, how do you do that? Like, for example, I'm going to define a variable. Let's just say we are ordered meal equal to 100 rupees. Okay. Now, if I have to add 18% GST to it, what I would do, I'm just going to say GST equal to 18%. Okay, or for ease, let's just say 0.18. Okay. Now, how would I update this? Is GST amount is equal to meal into GST. Okay, I'm just going to print this. Okay, you can just put in the comments, how if it's not clear or something. You can see that the GST amount is 80. Okay, but now how do you you want to have the total output, right? What is the total, right? Now the total is 100 plus 80. Now, how do you show that to Python? How do you tell that? Now what we are going to do is now meal with GST, another variable, equal to is the definition. Now what we are going to do here is meal plus GST amount, right? I'm just going to copy paste here. Now what we have done, the meal with GST is a new variable where we are going to add meal with the GST amount. Okay, let's go ahead and print this. Okay, print parentheses, and I'm going to copy this, paste it here. Now 118, right? But if you see this line on 23, the 23rd line, this statement we use very often, right? Now what we want to do is, like, if you want to update the meal price every time, right? So now we can just do something like this: meal equal to meal plus GST amount. Now the updated meal price is going to be not 100, it's going to be 118. So it is the old meal price plus GST amount. Now if I'm going to print meal, it's going to print 118 again. Okay. So now what we have done here is, I'm just commenting and writing here, it on the right hand side, it took the old meal value and added the GST amount. The GST amount was meal 100 into 0.18. Okay. So now I hope everybody understood. Now, if you understood this thing, you put U in the chat. Okay, thanks Abhijit, thanks Kishan, thanks Parmita, thanks Martin. Great. So, okay, many people are understanding this. That's nice. Okay. Now we have printed meal. Now, this one statement is so used in Python that we have a shorthand for this. Now, what we do is, instead of writing it meal equal to meal plus GST amount, we are going to just say meal plus equal to, I'm just going to just say, yeah. Now you can see here, okay, let me just show it to you. Now, meal plus equal to the old meal, right? So now I'm just going to add it up here. Meal plus equal to GST amount. I'm just going to print this as it is here. Okay. Okay, so let's first save this in meal. Okay. Meal great. Okay. So now this is how we update this particular statement. Yeah. So now you can see that meal plus equal to GST amount already updated the previous meal, and this shorthand had reduced the amount of line that we had earlier, right? So this is another operator. Yeah, thanks, Matin. This is the compound assignment operator. That's great. So how many of you understood this particular line? Meal plus equal to GST amount, right? Type U in the chat box. Yes, Kushan, Abhijit. Yes, everybody who's following is understood. That's really nice. Okay, so this is the first session, for you. Okay, like how was the experience from the beginning, right? So give me just one word how the experience of this one particular 25 minute session was. Martin says thank you. It's great. Great, awesome. Enjoyed the healing process. Thank you. Good enough for beginners. It was good. I enjoyed it. Nice. Good. That's lovely. That's lovely. Yeah, awesome, fabulous. Nasreen. It was awesome. That's really nice. Okay. So now just imagine if this is how you felt for in just one 20-minute session. Now, how would it feel? Just imagine how would it feel if you felt the same experience for the whole of the next 7 days. Right? Just give me one word. Imagine, just give me one word. How would the experience be? How would your identity would be if you do this continuously for the next 7 days? Yeah, put your one word in your chat. Abhijit, identity developer. Okay, you're getting there. That's really nice. Somebody is taking confidence. That's really nice. Confidence. Amazing. Super duper confident. That is something I love. That's really nice. Great. Spectacular. Wow. Seriously. For me, you are a very great teacher. Haven't got irritated because me. Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much, Martin. Yeah. So that's essential. Great. Now, thanks for the experience. Now, I would want to go further and ask you one more question. Now, how would you feel if you practice this, not just for the 7 days, for longer, right? Even continue doing this even further. Now, how do you think that would feel? If this is how you feel for the 7 days, how would you feel if you continue this practice for full 30 days or more? How would you feel after that? Now, give me one word in the chat. That's amazing. Great. Awesome. Programming. Data science. Okay. That's really nice. Okay. So let me tell you something. Like, we have a deeper paid course, which we call as AI Bronze. But I would like to offer the first 7 days of this course as a gift, right? Would you like this gift? Martin says that will be great because we get to learn a lot. Abhijit says yes. So would you like a gift of the first 7 days of this course? Yes, obvious. Parmita, yes. Yes, who does not want gifts, right? That's really nice. This is from Pixeltests. And out of this certification is also IIT Madras certification, right? The deeper course, the AI Bronze that we're talking about is IIT Madras certification. And also we have covered very things in a minute level, especially helpful for non-programmers, people who are not from coding background, right? So, okay, now everybody says yes for the gift. Yes, you will get it. But only thing I would ask from you, there is one thing that I would ask from you. Okay, I will give my 100% commitment. I want your 100% commitment. Will you promise me that you will attend with as much sincerity as you are attending today? Type yes in the chat box. That's really nice. So, raise your hand and say, yes, yes, I will attend. That's a lot of yes. That's a lot of yes. Infinity percentage, right? That's really nice. Okay. Okay. That's really nice. So now that we have, I have your commitment, that can I tell you what we're going to cover in this 7 days? Do I have your permission? Yes. Thank you so much, Kishan. Thank you. Great. Take your notepad, write this down, right? Thank you, Momin. Yes, this first message from you. Thank you, Nasreen. It's really nice. Okay, so the first 5 minutes of every day session, we are going to do this technique that we did in the beginning, the Ho'oponopono technique, the experience, so that we clear the negativity, the self-doubt and everything, so that you become the programmer faster and you have better confidence, right? We're not going to talk anything. We're just getting straight into this practice for the first 5 minutes. Okay, now you might ask why. Why are we going to practice that? Now, let's just say I'm not there to practice with you. Okay, everyone tell me, if you don't practice with me live for 7 days, what are the chances that you will go back and implement it? Give me the percentage chance in the chat box. Okay, that's really nice. Okay, yes. Now let me tell you the actual answer, 90%. Let me tell you the actual answer, it is 0, right? If you're not able to practice along with me for this 7 days, the chances that you go back and implement is almost 0. This has been our past experience. So this is how we'll be starting it. Then we would have 10 minutes of concept clarity, and we would have our EFT experience, right? This is another experience, which is called the emotional freedom technique, which has results in health, relationships, career, and money, the HRCM that we have discussed. And towards the 5 minutes of the session, we are going to be closing by doing the same technique once again. Okay, so do I have your commitment that you'd attend with as much sincerity as you're attending today? That's really nice. So let me share the Zoom link for this session. We are going to have our first day 1 session on 15th December. Right, so I'm just going to share the invitation here. Go ahead and register. And on the first day of this experience, we are going to talk about the EFT technique also. Here, there you go. Here is the Zoom link. Amazing. Great. And thank you so much. Now, I would like somebody to know this is the end of the session. Okay. So because we have promised you in the 30-40 minutes we'll be covering. So we have done with that. And we are going to just get into a little of experience sharing, right? People who want to stay, that's great. If you want to go also, that's also all right, right? Anybody here want to share their experience of today's session? Just give me one word in the chat box. That's really nice. Great. Awesome. Great. Good. Nice. Amazing. Right. So towards the end of the 7 days, we are going to have growing confidence. Confidence growing. That's really nice. Yamuna, great. Now, towards the end of the 7 day, we are going to have a graduation day, which will have the 7 day certification. And also, it would be nice if you would be there on the 7th day. If possible, you can also bring in your friends or family along, right? We'll be, having that graduation day also. Every day it would be at 8:30 p.m. and that would be for 20 minutes only, as I have mentioned the structure, right? So looking forward, and the experiences, anybody would want to unmute and share their experience? Bhushan, you want to conclude with your experience? Sir, can you put the link on WhatsApp? Yeah, you will receive the link on WhatsApp also. All the sessions are free. Yeah, but please attend with full sincerity. Yeah, attend as if they are fully paid. Great. That's nice. Thank you so much, being a lovely audience, right? Yeah, so commitment is essential. Yeah, so looking forward for the 7 day journey where you will start becoming a Python programmer plus a data science professional. Thank you so much. Abhijit, thank you so much. Definitely, sir, will be there. For Meeta, thank you, sir. Great. Yeah. Thanks, Ali. Thank you so much. Good night. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vishen. That's great. Yeah. Nice meeting, sir.